Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be watching one of Amberlynn's most famous YouTube videos, and it is eating in public as a fat girl. So if you haven't seen this, you are in for a treat. So we're going to go ahead and start up the video and watch it together.
Hey you guys, so don't mind the setup here. This is really the best that I got for now. Um, this is kind of like just something that is kind of weighing on my mind, and I'm about to admit something kind of shocking and just the whole bit. So today Destiny and I were running some errands. We had to go to work even though we weren't on like the clock or anything. We went to work and did some stuff there. Then Destiny had some appointments and we had to run tons of errands like back and forth. Went to her grandma's house, well, her grandparents' house. And it was just tons of errands, tons of driving, tons of chaos. And we got hungry.
I'm wondering how much chaos it actually was for her when that is just basically a typical day of being an adult. Like, that's pretty mild compared to most people's everyday, like, schedules that they have. So, I'd like to see a crazy day for her if that was chaotic.
And I wanted to go out to eat. And Destiny's like, sure, why not, you know? And
Imagine that.
I really wanted to go to Laja, which is La Hacienda. And Destiny didn't really feel like it. So I was like, okay, what about Texas Roadhouse? And she's like, okay. And I'm like, cool, cool, cool. So we ended up going there. And I've gone out to eat plenty of times in my life. And I kind of just want to talk about how I feel being fat, eating in public, because there's a lot of people who, even just skinny people, don't want to eat in public. They feel like people are judging them, looking at them, criticizing what they're eating, this and that. And I have never had that, like, feeling of like, oh, people are looking at me while I eat. Like, even when I was in like elementary school, I would eat other kids' foods. Not even kidding. This is an example. Like, there was this rice thing that my elementary school had, and it was just like this ball of rice, like a hill of rice. I can't even explain it. And nobody liked it but me. So I'd be like, hey, do you want that? And I just take it off there, try it. Like, I didn't even care. And then when I got into middle school, still didn't care. High school, didn't care. Like, I would.
Okay, let's take a break really fast and just imagine that you are a elementary school student. You're having a great day. You go to your lunch, you're eating, and Amberlynn Reid, as an elementary school girl, waddles up to you and asks you, "Are you going to eat that ball of rice?" I would be afraid to say yes at that point. I feel like I would just give it up to her because at that point, she's talked about what? That when she was like in elementary school or like 10 or 11, that she was 200 pounds. That would be terrifying as a normal elementary school kid. I mean, she just probably scared people into giving her that sticky ball of rice or whatever she called it.
I got free lunches, but then the foster home I was in, like, she also gave me money for school lunches. So I was having free lunch, and then I also bought another lunch. And I just didn't care what people thought of me, like, in the slightest bit. And I'm sure people looked at me and judged me, and I just really didn't care. And then as I grew older, like going into restaurants and stuff, like, I just felt like another person eating in a restaurant. Like, everyone has to eat. That is your key to survival. That and water. Like, I don't know. But until recently, I have catched myself feeling more self conscious than I've probably ever felt in my life regarding eating in public. I've gained a lot of weight, as you guys know, and as you guys can tell. Like, hello, how you doing? Um, and lately, I have been having to ask just for peer tables instead of kind of hoping to fit into booths because back about 100 pounds ago, I was able to squeeze into pretty much any booth. There was maybe a couple where it was like, that's not even possible for someone who weighs 250 pounds, so let alone me. Um, Now,
Okay, so just a little thing. At what point, I mean, do you get where if you can't fit into a booth and you have to absolutely make sure that you have a table in order to even eat at that restaurant, wouldn't that kind of be like a wake up call where you could see that happening and be like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to slow down on this. Maybe I need to not go out to eat as much. Maybe I need to order something better if I am going out to eat. Because I feel like that would be a constant reminder of what's going on and like what your body is at that point. I just feel like that's kind of hard to ignore at that point.
it's almost like impossible to fit in booths. And I mean, there's possibly a booth at this Chinese buffet I used to go to a lot that I can fit in only
What happened to the buffet, girl?
because I can scoot the table and this and that. But even that gets complicated because the person sitting across from me is like, oh, like the table's like up against them, so I have more room. It's just a whole mess. And I really never had to constantly ask for tables. It's like embarrassing. And I'm starting to really get self conscious. Like when I order food, I almost feel like the waitress or waiter is like judging what I'm about to say I want to eat. And I feel like people around me are hardcore judging me. And the reason why this is like on my mind right now, this is gonna sound horrible of me to even want to admit. I'm sorry I keep playing with my hair. It's because I'm just like, I'm feeling like all.
Okay, I'm gonna let her finish, but again, just going back on my previous point, if that's like a constant thing you're thinking about when you're out to eat, like, oh my gosh, these people are judging me. Oh my gosh, my waitress is judging me. Oh my gosh, everybody who's looking around is judging me. Again, wouldn't that be like a constant reminder to be self aware of what is going on with you and your body right now and make better choices? Again, just a thought.
Kinds of like frantic because of this. We went into Texas Roadhouse today, and when we went to go sit down, there was this girl who, to me looked like she was maybe like 50 pounds bigger than me. I can't really say I asked Destiny. Like, I have this like crazy thing where if I see someone that's like really morbidly obese, like I am, I'll literally ask whoever I'm with, hey, is that person bigger than me? I don't know why. It's sickening. I don't know why I do it. I don't know if it's because I want to feel better about myself or I want to understand how other people visually see me. I really don't know what it is. And I asked Destiny.
I feel like that's a really big key indicator in how at this point she was very insecure because I feel like that's something that insecure people would do. Like it doesn't matter what size you are, like be confident in, yourself, but if you're at that point where you're constantly looking around at everyone thinking, "Oh my gosh, is that person bigger than me? Oh my gosh, is that person skinnier than me? Oh my gosh, am I that big? Am I that?" That's not a healthy way to live. And I feel like, again, that's just another thing that would be like, okay, I'm obsessing over this. Maybe it's time to change something.
She's like, I don't know, I wasn't really looking at her. I'm like, oh, that helps. But to me, she looked like she was about 50 pounds bigger than I was. Either way, we were both like super huge in the restaurant. And she was also sitting at a table with her like chunky friend. And
Okay, girl, let me just jump in here. Are you sure you weren't looking in the mirror? Did you double check this? Because this scene sounds oddly familiar.
I couldn't help but almost like judge this morbidly obese girl. Like, I am morbidly obese and I'm worried about other people judging me, but yet I am sitting there almost like judging this girl. Like, I wouldn't say I was like judging her, like, oh my god, this big girl's in a restaurant. I was more so looking at her thinking, I'm so sad for her. Like, I'm sad that she's she's obese. And I noticed how other people stared at her, yet I never noticed how people stare at me. And it's like, it really opened my eyes. Like, do people look at me that way too? And I just don't notice it, but I noticed it with somebody else. Like, does that?
Again, girl, this is a wake up call. You were noticing all of these things. You were obsessing about all of these things. Like, at some point, you can't just notice it and talk about it. You've got to do something about it because, yeah, people are looking at you like they're looking at that girl. People are thinking the same things about you than they are thinking about that girl. And you can either talk about it or you can do something about it. But I mean, we all know what she's gonna choose. But anyway.
That even makes sense. Like, I was just, it was like a whole thing. And then I really almost didn't even want to sit there because I felt like we were going to draw attention because it's two really big girls. And I don't know, like, I was feeling really odd when we first got there. And I didn't tell Destiny, obviously, I didn't like share those emotions because I don't expect anyone to understand how I feel. And it's like, when the girl stood up to leave, I hadn't even gotten my food yet, and it's like I couldn't stop staring at her. Like, all I could think about was like, I'm so sad for her. Like, why is she eating out? I did think that at one point. Like, I am morbidly obese myself. I should be worrying about myself. Why am I worrying about somebody else? And
Exactly, girl. You've got to start worrying about yourself.
bottom line, I think it comes down to the fact that I understand how this girl probably feels. I don't know this girl, didn't talk to her. Literally, she was sitting in front of me for a solid 15.
Let me just add something in. If you were that other girl and you happen to see this video, but before, like, you have no problem with what you look like, you embrace it, you are all about it. Like, that was the best you felt in a long time. And you come across and see this video and you're like, what the hell is this girl talking about? I can't imagine being the other girl at this point.
Minutes. So I know nothing about her. I don't know how she feels, nothing. But it's like, I feel like I do because we're both like the same size. And I don't know. Like, I almost wanted to grab her and just be like, eat healthy, lose weight. I don't, it was the
Can we get that printed out, like those pictures that people print out of Dr. Now and put it on their fridge? Like, I feel like we just need a picture of Amberlynn Reid with that quote on it. Eat healthy, lose weight, that we can all put on our fridges so when we're on a diet we can have that constant reminder of Amberlynn Reid looking at us saying, eat healthy, lose weight. And that could be our inspiration.
it was just a really weird sensation. And I almost feel like it was more so like I wanted to like say that to myself, and I was almost mad at that girl for being there to make me feel these emotions because these are emotions I need to be feeling for myself.
Yeah, what a jerk. How dare she go out to eat on her own time with her own friend at the restaurant she picked, and how dare her be in there make you feel these things about yourself. What a jerk.
Like, it was just really weird. And I don't want you guys to think like I'm a bad person because I do not judge other people at
Yes, you do.
all. We all have our little critiques that we make towards ourselves, or maybe to someone else, whether it be a family member, a friend, or a stranger. Like, we all do. It's normal, but it's like I never felt so just like self conscious and like so aware of the fact that I am a fat girl eating in a restaurant until today. And I still, like, I ordered fried pickles. I ate like three breads. I ordered like seasoned
Not rolls, guys. Breads. 3 breads.
rice, mashed potatoes, and pulled pork. And I didn't finish all the food. That was like way too much. Like, I was so full. I was dying. And the waitress came back and she's like, "Are you sure you're done with that?" Like, everything that she said to me or like did to me, I felt like it was like a fat joke. But I think I was just like all in my head because I know it wasn't. Like, it's something she would have said to everybody. And I don't know. I just felt really odd today. And it's like, kind of feeling that way today, it made me like realize that I have felt this way kind of recently, like towards restaurants where especially when we go to like Mexican food. It's always like this young Mexican guy, and I almost feel like he's judging me. And like, I know
Okay, what does him being a young Mexican guy have to do with him judging you? I just feel like that's kind of weird that she pointed that out.
there was like recently where I was so thirsty. I don't know what it was. Like I got off of work and I was just like dying. I didn't drink anything at work. I didn't eat anything at work. And I had 3 glasses of diet soda in a row. And I literally look at him and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just really thirsty today and I don't know why. Like, I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I felt like I needed to because I'm fat. I don't know. It was just,
I don't think that's because she's fat. I feel like she overly explains herself all the time.
it's just a really weird situation. And it's like, as much as I eat out, I almost hate it. Like, I love the food, obviously. I love how it's convenient and easy, but I hate how it's like making me feel. I'm scared that I'm gonna break a chair one day. I've never broken furniture in my life. But it's like, even just sitting down today at Texas Roadhouse, I was scared I was gonna break the chair. Like, it is just little things like that. And I
And again, I just want to point out if you are afraid you are going to break a actual piece of furniture, how is that not a wake up call?
really felt like beady eyes were on me all day in the restaurant. And I don't know. I've never felt this way before, and the fact that it's starting could either be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't want to be self conscious in public. I don't think that's okay, no matter what you look like. Everyone needs to eat, it's not a taboo. And I don't know. I don't want to be that person who feels like I can't go out and do normal things just because of how I feel like other people are looking at me. Um, Even just like walking to the table or walking out of the restaurant, I felt like everybody was staring at me and wondering, why is this fat girl here? And that's how I felt today as a fat girl eating in public. And
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but some people probably did think that. I mean, it's not every day that you see someone that's over 500, almost 600 pounds walking into a restaurant to sit down and eat. I mean, that's not just the most common occurrence. So, yeah, as much as I hate to say that, people were probably thinking about that and thinking that of her. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's they should have, but I'm saying they probably were.
I just feel horrible about it. And even, oh, I don't want to admit this, but the last time that we went to Destiny's grandparents' house and we all ate together, I feel like everyone is judging me. Just looking at me, looking at my plate, wondering how much I'm getting. And I get terrified to like get a lot. I get terrified to even go up for like a second helping of anything. And I just don't want to feel this way. And I shouldn't have to feel this way while skinny people are eating like 4 plates. And it's like, I don't know. I just,
I don't know why she had to point out that the skinny people are eating 4 plates. It sounds like you're the one that's watching other people and seeing how much they're eating and judging them based on that.
have formed definitely a self-conscious feeling eating in front of other people, and that's not okay, honestly. And the only way it could be okay is maybe like I'll start wanting to lose weight more and trying to lose weight more, so I stop feeling this way, because I feel like the smaller I get, maybe the less I'll feel this way. So
Girl, you are afraid you're going to break a table or a chair at a restaurant. Like, if you haven't thought about that and wanted to try to lose weight yet, this is your chance right here. I mean, seriously.
I don't know. If you guys have this issue, just know that you're not alone. It's just recently started for me. So anyways, totally random, but I wanted to share it. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just remember, you're not alone. I'm a crazy person, so I can relate to a lot of stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
All right, guys, so that was the video eating in public as a fat girl, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. This is my first video, so bear with me as I figure out all my editing styles and different things like that, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.